Hi, my name is Mary Fitz from Listen, Talk, Draw, and with me again today is Tommy. Hi, Tommy. I'm here today in the third of 5 videos that will describe the Listen, Talk, Draw process. In video 1 and 2, I've asked my students to listen to the story and to tell me the story. This time, I'm going to ask the child to draw the story. If you've read some of my blogs on my website, I'm sure you've noticed that every child has a different ability to participate in the Listen, Talk, Draw technique. Because of that, I modify the activity based on their ability to understand what I'm asking, and also to accommodate their ability to perform the task. For the benefit of this demonstration, I'm going to use an example of a child who is able to draw the pictures. It's important for the child to draw using a graphite pencil and paper. Studies indicate that the resistance of the pencil on the paper engages the language center of the brain. I start each session by telling the story again. Each time I ask the child to draw the first picture, and in this case, he wasn't able to see the relationships between the 3 people in the picture. Because of that, I had the child draw only part of the picture. As the child draws, I ask him to tell me what he's drawn. For example, if he drew a picture of a boy standing next to a chair, but says that the boy is sitting in the chair, I show him that the child in my sequence picture is sitting in the chair. I know that because his legs are bent and his bottom is in the seat. I point out that the boy in the picture he's drawn is standing next to the chair. Both feet are on the ground. Then I have the child stand up with me. We both stand and we see what our legs look like. Both legs are straight and our feet are on the ground. Now, watch me sit. What do my legs look like? The point is that the language we use is a literal description of what we see. In this example, the boy's story was, the boy is writing. So even though the original picture showed the boy sitting and writing, my student's description of his picture is correct. In his drawing, the boy is holding a pencil, the pencil is on the desk, and he describes the picture correctly by saying the boy is writing. To summarize, in the drawing stage, I'm looking for a drawing that relates to the original story. And even more importantly, I'm listening for a description that matches what was drawn. What he sees matches what he's drawn, which matches what he's heard. In the next video, I'll elaborate on the child's story. Again, I'm Mary Fitz with Tommy. Thank you for watching. Happy talking.